Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Zebra Telescopic Expandable Expandz assortment of pens that you have available. And these pens are all kind of interesting. Now, first of all, if we compare these to the traditional Fisher Bullet Space Pen, they're all kind of in the same size category, the size range. The Space Pen is a teeny bit smaller, and as you can see, they're all around the 4-inch range when they're folded up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the different ones you have available. These two right here are the Expandz. Expandz Expandz pens. These two and these two are the expandable multifunction stylus pens, and then the last two over here, these are the telescopic brights pens. And as you can see, the main difference between these is one has the little nubby thing at the end that's the stylus, and one does not. And I have to tell you, from my experience with these, I don't like the little nubby things. I was actually curious about the nubby things, and I pulled one of them off, and as you can see, there's not really anything under there, and once you pull the little nub off, it doesn't really ever go back on so well. I tried shoving it back in there with like a little very thin screwdriver, and it didn't quite ever go back in the same way it was originally. So I prefer just having the metal end as opposed to having the stylus nub. I also kind of wonder if these are even any good with the nubs on them. Now, one big thing though is the ones with the stylus nub are about $2.50 each. It's like a pack of two is like under $5 for two of them. Now, the way these pens work is what you do is you pull on them and they stretch out and they become basically a normal sized pen, roughly just a hair over 5 inches. Just a hair over 5 inches. So, and they're not bad sized. I mean, like they can. It depends if you have a large wallet or if you carry like a journal or that kind of thing. They could easily clip into that without any problems. One of the other things is the Expandz are, as near as I can figure, they're the older model, and these I ordered these from a lady on eBay from England, and these feel much more substantial than these do. The telescopic brights feel more substantial than the ones with the little stylus nubs on them, but these are the most substantial, and these are a little bit different in the way that they extend. These extend like this versus these that extend like that. So you end up with a little bit larger pen. These also use different cartridges. The telescopic and the just plain expandable ones, what they use is you unscrew it here at the tip, and oops, try not to lose the tip. Now these are a little weird putting them together. What you got to do is the screw, there's this piece here, and the spring goes in here. Oops. The spring goes in here like so, and this goes in like this. So this is how it sits in there. Now, for the refills, I was looking at these, and you just pull them out, and this is the refill for it. It's not an uncommon multi-pen refill, and I was looking, if you are so inclined, what you can do for the refills for the telescopic brights or for the expandable stylus ones is there's a, if you don't like the zebra refills, there's a Lamy refill that'll work, and this is a green Lamy refill. And also, and in order to put it in, all you do is there's a, see if I can, there's a small hole in there, and what you do is you just slide it in, and it sticks in like that, and then you just screw it back together like so. And you have the different refill. Now also, there's a Fisher quad function space pen. It's just their version of a multi-pen, and it takes the same size refills. And in this case, this one that I have, originally it came with a Stylus, this particular pen, which is just super useless, and I swapped it out for a Lamy green refill because I wanted green, blue, and black. Oh, green. I'm sorry, black, red, and green in my pen plus the pencil. So I just swapped it out. But if you are so inclined, what this means is you can actually get pressurized space pen cartridges that will also fit. They're the same size as the cartridges for this, and so you can just stick them in there too. Like if you wanted to, I'll show you real quick. If you wanted to, instead of using the Lamy, you wanted to use the pressurized Fisher one, it just slides in like the other one, like so, and then you just assemble again like normal. So if you like these kind of pens but you don't like the default zebra refills that come with them, you aren't stuck with them, and again you end up with the space pen refills. Now the refills are a little small, but they should last pretty well. Now the Expandz are different, and for the Expandz, these take a completely different kind of refill. They also come apart differently, and the Expandz, they take the Zebra F refill. So anything that takes that kind of refill will work. I think there's a blue and a red refill, at least for these, if you want different colors. They're not like a Parker size refill, so I think there's going to be some issues finding refills for these if you don't like the zebra ones. And again, this one unscrews at a little bit different place. At the time of making this video, these Expandz, which I think are probably the most substantial feeling of the pens, these ran about $10 each. The brights were under $10 by a little bit, and the expandable stylus ones were like under $5 for a pack. And I'll include links and information in the description to help hunt down these if you're interested. I don't know what these will run if you decide to get them on some place like Amazon, but the place I got them from on eBay, and you can also just search eBay for the Expandz ones if you want those, they should be under $10. So anyway, if you're looking for a little variety in the pen you carry and you want a portable pen that's not the bullet space pen, these are kind of interesting. They're definitely neat ideas. I don't know, I mean, like these, I can tell you that these feel pretty good in your hand. The Expandz feel the best. Number 2 is these, the telescopic brights, and then the cheap ones are they're not that much worse than these. These two are very comparable. The main difference here is just the nubs at the end. So, anyway, if you have any of these pens and you like them, you hate them, if you know some really good refills for the Expandz, please leave a comment down below. I'm curious if there's any better choices for these. If there's anything you'd like to see me review, you can also leave a comment. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I hope you have an excellent day.